Hello viewers, in this video we are going to learn about if clause sentences. If clause sentences have two parts. One is if clause, another is main clause. Main clause is a complete sentence. It gives complete meaning. If clause depends on main clause to give full meaning. For example, if you study hard, you will pass. If you study hard is if clause and you will pass is main clause. If this condition is fulfilled, then the result will be the main clause. Even if the if clause comes as second sentence, then also the meaning will not change. You will pass if you study hard. This is also correct form of sentence. Types of if clauses. Zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. Zero conditional. In this type of if clause sentences, if clause will have present tense verb and main clause also will have present tense verb. If you heat ice, it melts. In this type of sentences, if clause will have present tense and main clause also will have present tense. All the verbs are underlined, all the verbs are in present tense. This type of sentences are mostly universal truth or scientific facts. They are real sentences. If this condition happens, surely 100% this will be the result. This result only will happen. If water reaches 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. If you stand in the rain, you get wet. First conditional. First conditional will have with if clause sentence you will have present tense and main clause you will have will plus verb, that is future tense. If you study well, you will pass the exam. Study is present tense, will pass is future tense. So if clause will have present tense and main clause will have future tense. In this type of sentences, if the condition happens, the result is possible. If you study well, the possibility is there for you to pass the examination. Sometimes it may not happen also. So it is only predictable. Such type of sentences are called first conditional type sentences. If you hurry, you will not miss the bus. If my son gets good marks, I will present him a cricket bat. If I go to market, I will buy some vegetables. So if I do this condition, possibly this may happen. Second conditional. If clause sentence will have past tense and main clause will have would plus verb. If it rained, you would get wet. In this type, second conditional type sentences will have past tense with if clause and would plus verb in main clause. Actually, these actions did not happen in the past and it is not going to happen in future. This is completely unreal. We just imagine and say this. This did not happen in the past and it will not happen in future. We imagine and say if it rained, it would get wet. Just we say that. If he practiced well, he could win the prize. If I were a bird, I would fly. If I were a bird, this type of sentence, I means past tense will be was only. But if clause sentences will take were with I. So if I were a bird, if I were a king, if I were a queen, we are not going to be a bird and we are not going to be a queen. This is fully imaginary sentences and it is unreal. So if it is like that, this condition is fulfilled, I would fly. So it is not going to happen. These are all unreal sentences. Third conditional. Third conditional will have had in the if clause sentence and would have plus past participle in the main clause sentences. If I had completed the notes, I would have submitted. If he had gone to the market, he would have bought some vegetables. Now, these type of sentences will have if clause will have had and the main clause will have would have plus past participle. Actually, an action happened in the past, but from present, we refer to that action in a different way. That is, if Harish had studied well, he would have passed the exam. So, Harish did not pass in the exam. That is, the action happened in the past. But now we refer to that action in a different way. We say, if he had studied well, if this had happened, then the result would have been he would have passed the exam. So this did not happen. This is unreal. We think of the real action in a different way. So this is an imaginary sentences. If they had hurried, they would have not missed the bus. Here, we have underlined the verbs. Had comes with the if clause, and I would have plus past participle comes with the main clause. If we had money, we would buy a big house. In this sentence, had is in the if clause sentence. So we may think that if had come, we have to use would have. But in this sentence, had is the main verb. It does not come as a helping verb. It has come as a main verb. Main verb means then we have to use only, take it as a past tense, and we have to use only would plus buy. In the same way, if I have money, I will buy a big house. Have is come as the present tense as the main verb. So we are using have plus will. This tabular column will give you a clear picture of if clause type sentences. Zero conditional, present tense and present tense. First conditional, present tense and future tense. Second conditional, past tense, would plus verb. Third conditional, had plus would have plus past participle. So it is clearly given. You can make use of this by heart it and learn it. Thank you.